This video is for the people in my comment section about the Saint Honoré caramel shoes. If you know, you know. While I was at pastry school, we made Saint Honorés, which calls for dipping mini shoes in hard caramel. But there was a big discussion in my comment section because I was dipping them in that caramel by hand, which is obviously a little risky because you can burn yourself. And if you've been burned by caramel, the last thing you ever want to be is burned by caramel. And so we had a big discussion in the comments, like what could potentially be the best way to do this without burning yourself or without having to stick your fingers in the caramel. Some people recommended skewers, some people said chopsticks. So today I'm making a Saint Honoré and I was thinking, like, why not try all of these methods and see which one actually works best. Let's do it. A few people also asked about the molds that we put the shoe into, and so at school we had like professional rounded molds. I don't have that at home, but I do have a plastic egg carton, and I think it'll do the trick because I just need something that's round. So let's see if this works also. Lots of experimenting today.
First off, we have the original method using my hand. Honestly, this felt really good and comfortable. I will note though that this pot is wider than the one I used at school, so my hand definitely fit better. Now for the chopsticks, these held the shoe pretty well. At first I was a tiny bit uneasy because I thought they were gonna fall off, but they never did. And they give me really good mobility to turn the shoe in circles and place it down just fine. Now for this skewer. I know a few of us were hoping this would work out, but right off the bat I didn't like that I had to make holes in the shoe to use this. And the shoe was just too heavy, so it kept slipping out and falling off. So unfortunately, this one just didn't really work. Also, around here is when I realized that this egg carton was not a good idea because it's plastic. All of the caramel like fused into the plastic, and it was definitely not a replacement for a silicone mold, which the caramel just pops out of. So we lost a few shoe soldiers over that, but a Silplat mat worked just fine. In the end, I really liked using the chopstick, but then the caramel would fuse onto that as well. I could just break this off with my fingers and that's fine, but it was just one more thing I had to worry about when using the chopsticks. Once I got into the flow of things, I really just switched from using my hands and the chopsticks. The chopsticks are great for moving it around closer to the caramel so I could get more full coverage without worrying about burning my fingers. So I would say the result of this experiment is that I would personally keep using my hands for the most part and the chopsticks for support. And this is what the final cake looked like. If you've been watching this experiment from the very first video when I was back at pastry school, I appreciate you being here. I love doing experiments like this, so I would love to keep making more. If you guys have any other suggestions for this or anything else you see on my page, please let me know. I love hearing from you guys and talking to you guys in the comments. So let me know what you think about this, and we'll talk soon. Bye.